Welcome to PostGrad Movies. I'm the Cognitive Gamer. I'm here with Cool Guy, and we're talking about the important things that actually matter. How many songs by Pitbull, the Cuban rapper, should I put on this mixtape that I'm making for my drive? For my wheels,
And
for my car
the
that I will be driving.
correct
It'll keep me entertained.
answer
I have 1, 2, 3,
is
4. I have 5 Pitbull songs.
0.
So I
That's
have the
why.
one that's like where it's like dale, and I have the other one where it's like dale, and I have the other one where it's like hola. So I have 6. Didn't notice I had the one from the Fast and the Furious original movie soundtrack. That must have been free because there's no way I would have purchased that.
Wait. For what road trip? Where are you going?
Well, I just need some new songs. The CDs that I have in my car right now,
Our MC
which
Chris,
I just inherited.
MC
MC
Chris.
Chris is staying.
And MC Chris.
And MC Chris is amazing. Hashtag MC Chris. Look him up. He's a nerdcore rapper.
Don't.
Go him.
Don't.
No, please stop. Don't be a hater. You admitted one of his songs
was
not
catchy.
half bad. Yeah.
I said it was catchy.
That's enough. That's all he needs.
You can say the same thing about the crap that, I don't know, Katy Perry puts
Pitbull?
out sometimes.
Hey, I like MC Chris. I think he's completely underrated or not even rated. So
yeah, that's more like it, actually.
Go listen to him over Pitbull.
No, really.
So
don't listen.
Dale, because we're jumping right into the podcast, aren't we?
Yeah.
How was your week?
Oh, well, my week was interesting. Well, I mean, first off, we went to the wedding, and then we tried to record a podcast, and you were dead. How was being dead?
My job sucks.
Tell me about that. Tell me about your job.
I wake up at 5 a.m. and then I sit on my butt all day.
And learn about not touching people in the naughty places?
That was only one day. 10 minutes of one day. It was, no, it's teletech training. Here. Okay.
You're gonna hit me with your voice?
I'm gonna hit you here. Ready?
Okay, go.
Thanks for calling USAA. This is Cognitive Gamer speaking. That's weird to say. How may I help you?
Too many
It's a pleasure for me to serve you as you have served the country, because it's for the employees of the world, and by that I mean the military of the U.S.
You are awful. Why haven't they fired you yet?
I am 4 days into training, and we haven't even gotten there yet. We literally have not. We haven't even gotten there yet, so it's okay.
Right. Yeah. And then what? Have you started going to bed a little bit earlier instead of what we were doing originally, which was...
You mean the wedding?
Yeah.
No. Well, yes. Yeah.
You still haven't fully recovered, I take it.
Actually, yesterday I pretty much just slept all night, so I'm actually feeling pretty good.
Nice. Not bad.
Yeah, so that's, I guess, what it takes is just sleeping
all night
for 14 hours. It wasn't that long.
That is a pretty great sleep if you did sleep for 14 hours. But that would mean what? 5? Damn, that would mean you went to bed at like 6.
Really, what I've been doing is going to bed at 11, waking up at 5, and then when I get home, taking an hour nap.
Ugh, that's gross, though.
Yes, it is. But that's what I've been having to do. Luckily, I have Pitbull to encourage me throughout the rest of my day.
Do you really? Well, I'm great. Anyway.
So how was flying? What'd you do? Did you fly? Did you get on a plane?
Yeah, so I got on...
I bet your arms are really tired.
I got on a red-eye plane. I'm not even going to recognize that terrible joke that you just made. I'm just going to go ahead and muscle on through and try to carry this podcast myself. You doing all right there?
Yeah, just coughing on your bullshit.
Oh, okay. But anyway, I went on a red-eye flight, so I boarded the plane at like 11:15 or something like that.
Yep.
And it was quite possibly the worst flying experience I've ever had in my life.
Why is that?
It wasn't because it was a red-eye. You know, red-eyes are fine.
They're awful.
The sleep that you get on airplanes isn't real sleep, but but still, you know, I mean, you can deal with it and whatnot. But this flight, man, So I get on and I'm walking over and I'm looking for my seat, and when I look, there's
Michael
stuff.
Jordan's there.
No, there is stuff on my seat, and I ask the people behind, that area. I say, "Hey, is someone sitting there?" And they say, "I have no idea. We haven't seen anybody." All of us, like, I sit down next to the seat that's supposed to be mine, and all of a sudden, this weird, crazy lady just walks over and sits in the chair, my chair,
Right.
and I turn to her and I say, "So, what is your seat? Because that one over there is mine, and I would prefer not to sit in somebody else's seat, so they'll, because they might punch me in the face.
Right.
You can stay in my seat. That's fine. I don't care. Just tell me which one your seat is." And then she started profusely apologizing. Actually, no, sorry. She didn't even apologize. She was just like, "Oh, I just took this seat because I need to sleep and I need the wall and this is my seat." And she just started babbling like that. And I was like, "Lady, just tell me your seat, okay?" So I ended up sitting in the aisle instead of the window seat.
That's better, though.
Yeah, it is. But get this. So
it's not the point. The point is, it was my seat, and she stole it.
No.
Now I'm upset.
I don't care. I seriously do not care about her stealing my seat.
Mm-hmm.
What was awful was that after she
smelled like a butt.
Oh man, no. When we took off, all of a sudden she started just acting weird and fidgeting and stuff, and the person walked by, and I'm here trying to sleep, and the flight attendant walks by to give food, and the lady goes like, "Can I buy something?" Pays for it, turns on the light for the seat right in between both of us, and just starts unwrapping all of her stuff in the center seats because no one actually sat down there, and starts taking up the whole thing. And then afterwards, she starts complaining that the seat that she stole from me is too cold because it's right by the emergency exit door. And she goes like, "Oh, it's too cold. I'm going to switch seats. It's too cold." And I say, "Lady, I just want to sleep. Please. Please, God, just let me sleep." And she just sits there and starts kind of like leaning against me. And I go, "Oh, God. Oh, God, just leave me alone. Lady, just leave me alone." And she starts moving around and then jumping back and forth between seats because she jumps over to the seat by the exit door and she gets too cold, and then she hops the seat over and tries to get warm by me. And it was the weirdest thing because this was the entire freaking flight. And she left.
Was she intoxicated?
I have no idea. She didn't smell intoxicated. I mean, I have no idea what happened, but I was trying to sleep, and all I can say is I 100% could not sleep the entire 4-hour flight.
That's not too bad. How's the flight from Miami to Puerto Rico?
Well, the flight from Miami to Puerto Rico, we actually sported a fantastic 5-year-old that screamed all 2 hours.
You need to get yourself a pair of Beats by Dre.
Wow. No, I don't. I don't think that could have stopped the screeching. This kid was almost like a tornado alarm. It was crazy. He was just a siren, and oh my God. And the best part was that all of a sudden the mom picked him up and she went into one of the bathrooms with him, and all of a sudden he went really quiet, and then you heard him scream, "Stop, scream, stop, scream, stop." And then she walks out and he's like not screaming anymore, and I go, "Yeah, you beat the crap out of that kid. Yeah."
How old was he?
He must have been like 5 or 6 or 7. I don't know. I don't care.
It's pretty old to be screaming like that in the plane.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. He was just the most misbehaved kid ever. So for the first time ever, I cheered for someone beating up a little kid, and I think most of the plane was on my side because oh my God,
get over it.
Oh my God, you can't get over it. You can't.
You can get over it.
Oh, you have.
If you're me, who can sleep through anything
with your Beats by Dr. Dre.
Actually, I can't fall asleep with anything on my face. I've never slept through my alarm, which is weird, but I've slept through like fire alarms, car alarms,
really,
people yelling. Yeah, it's really weird, but my alarm wakes me up every time, doesn't matter when. But fire alarm, nope.
No.
I'm dying.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
I wonder if it's like my body knows it's almost time for my alarm, so then it's like preparing myself, or I'm just classically trained to an alarm, but it doesn't matter what sound. I don't know. It's weird. Anyway, so your flight was good?
Yeah, so my flights were excellent. So right now it is late at night, and I have not slept a lick in over 36 hours or more.
Why didn't you sleep today?
Because
you were home.
You know me. You know that I can't take naps.
Yeah, but if you don't sleep all night, I think
nope,
a nap is normal.
You
know what I did today?
What?
Well, you were on a plane with a screaming child.
Right.
I received a massage, a professional massage.
Oh, you did? Oh, how was your shoulder, by the way?
Better.
A lot better? Or just
better.
Decently better?
It's better. I don't even feel it anymore. Pretty sure I just slept it on it wrong or something. It was pinching a nerve.
Right.
Anyway, yeah, so I got a relaxing massage. I even took a little nap.
Well, your day seems fantastic. Oh, also, before I left on Wednesday, actually, during the day, I went shooting and I shot a handgun for the first time.
I bet you feel like you have two cocks.
What? No. It was just really cool. I had never shot a handgun before, so it was a lot of fun and enjoyable. So,
did you use a Magnum?
We get it. That is a condom joke.
Fire?
No, I didn't. I was actually a pretty good shot, and I also shot buckshots, which the recoil of that is kind of crazy.
This week.
I'm a very good shot.
I'm not saying you're not
Magnum. Haha, that's a penis joke. Haha, we all get it.
Speaking of penises, we also saw How to Train Your Dragon 2.
Is that really the segue? Yeah. So, How to Train Your Dragon 2. Should I just start talking about it now? Is that what we're gonna do?
Yeah. How many dicks out of dicks would you give this movie?
I don't think I'm going to give this movie any dicks because this is a pretty great movie. So, you know what? We will save the dick rating for next week with Transformers.
How many exploding man biceps out of exploding man biceps do you give that movie?
Oh, don't worry. I will tell you how many as soon as we get to the new to theaters section. Yeah, definitely. Anyway.
So how many dicks out of dicks would you give How to Train Your Dragon 2?
So How to Train Your Dragon 2 on IMDb has an 8.1 rating. On Rotten Tomatoes, it's got a 91 with a 97% top critic score. And on Metacritic, it's got a 77%. It is directed by Dan DeBlois, and it stars Jay Baruchel, Kate Blanchett, Gerard Butler, Craig Ferguson, America Ferrera, Jonah Hill, Christopher Mintz-Plasse, T.J. Miller, Kristen Wiig, Digimon Hyun Sao, Kit Harington, Kieran Elliott, and a few other people, but I am kind of skipping over those. You had a lot of recurring characters that had a lot of screen time, honestly, in that movie. So yeah,
I think for my, I think I'm gonna have to agree with the top critic score of dicks out of dicks. So
you are. So what is your one sentence review? Dick. Is that what it is?
No. That's a one-word review. No. Okay. But in all seriousness, this was a sometimes clever, sometimes cliche expansion of the original. If you like the first one, you're going to like the second one. If you have kids, they're going to like this movie.
Right. Fair. Yeah.
Because dicks out of dicks.
I think...
Who's at the door? Let me go answer it.
I will murder you.
Why, hello, rating for this movie. Nice of you to show up. Man, sit right down. I'm glad you've come just in time to talk about the movie that you're currently rating. Oh, I agree. Dicks out of dick. I'm tired.
God damn
it. I'm tired.
You're tired? Oh my god, I'm tired. All right, anyway. You don't know tired, bro. It will have been, holy crap, it's going to be 48 hours since I last slept. Son of a bitch. All right, anyway.
Bye, rating. Oh, I know. I had a lovely time. Yeah, we'll get pancakes next week after Transformers. I know it's going to be terrible. Bye.
Are you done? Are you done with your garbage?
Hey, what's that on your shirt? Asterisk, put finger on shirt. So what's your one sentence review?
So my one sentence review, actually, I think that the perfect way to describe this movie is expansion.
Yeah, totally.
Right? Because it expands on the dragons, it expands on most of the characters, and it expands on the world itself, and it adds tons of new landscapes and stuff like that. So that is the perfect way to describe it in a one sentence review.
Literally grew larger, expanded, if you will, over the course of the movie. Spoilers, that didn't happen.
Yeah, but the point is, it was it showed you a bigger, fuller world that that you didn't know you wanted to see it, but then when you started seeing it, you thought it was really awesome. So I guess that would be
say. Is that what people say about you in your love life?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know I wanted to see it till I saw it.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then I wanted to see it.
Yeah. Precisely. That is the
I
perfect
saw it
way
over and over again.
So anyway, let's get talking about it. But first, obviously, we both enjoyed the movie, so I want to start with a little bit of a qualm of mine.
Like a complaint?
Correct.
What?
Yeah. Okay. Calm down. Okay. So you remember when Hiccup was talking to Valka, to his girlfriend?
Yeah, kind of weird girlfriend that they never really. I think they kissed once at the end.
Yeah.
Never interacted before.
Well, in the first movie, he was wooing her and whatnot, so they were already together and whatnot.
Well, yeah, I know. So by this time, you think they would be past the awkward let's not touch hands until the end of the movie phase.
Yeah, but they were still in like the awkward teenager stage. Didn't you notice that when she was talking?
They're Vikings. They're usually married at this age.
That's fair. The point is, you remember that one scene where Hiccup was flying around and she comes over and visits him and they start sort of wittily talking back and forth amongst each other. Did that feel artificial to you?
I thought it felt pretty good. I think what felt artificial about it was the acting of the girl, because it was terrible. Really? Or it was a different person.
Really?
I don't know what it was, but the voice seemed really off on her.
Really? Because for me...
Is it the same person?
Yeah, I think it was the same person. It was Cate Blanchett. Yeah.
It seemed really weird.
Really? I don't know. Something about that scene and the way that they were talking to each other, it just seemed like it was rigid. It wasn't a organic conversation. I don't know why. It seemed sweet and whatnot, but
I think all the scenes, I think there are plenty of rough scenes like that in this movie.
Like what other one? Are we going to go into spoilers? Maybe spoilers. Maybe spoilers. Okay, go
on. Just like any of them really not surrounding Hiccup or his parent.
With any of the other secondary characters, you're saying?
Yeah, all the secondary characters, like the whole thing with like the blonde girl being in love or getting fought over.
That was really,
it was funny at times, but like so forced at others. I don't know.
The first time it happened was
funny, priceless. Right? Second time it happened, great. Other 8 times it happened, stupid.
I mean, I guess there were some times that were definitely better than others, but when it first happened,
I think the joke's back. No, I don't want you here. No more soliciting. Goodbye. Joke left. It's overstayed its welcome.
Is that how you felt when?
It's a 2-hour movie. Why should they make the same joke 8 times?
All right, I can definitely see that. Yeah.
It's not even a 2-hour movie. How long is the movie?
It's 1:42.
So 1 hour and 42 minutes. I felt it maybe needed some other comic relief. That's not the same. But that being said, I don't think the comedy is the star of this movie. Really, I think it's about the relationships between not only Hiccup and Toothless, but Hiccup and his parents. Spoilers.
Yeah, right.
He finds his mom.
Yeah.
I mean, it was in the trailer, and I think that dynamic between those 3 people really was the star of the show. And Hiccup and himself, of course.
Right.
It was a coming of age story.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, kind of like the first one. The first one was, let me discover that who I am is okay with other people. And then the second movie was, who I am? I don't know who that is. Let me find who I really am.
Right, yeah. Let me go exploring. Let me go to the great beyond, that kind of thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, the first movie was essentially, why won't people accept me for who I am? Oh, now they're accepting me for who I am. And the second movie was, why aren't they accepting me for who I am? Oh, wait, I have responsibilities. Maybe I shouldn't be who I am. Or something like that.
Right, yeah.
I need to be both of who I am's.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it was one of those things. You're completely right. You're saying it in jest, but you're completely right. It was one of those things where you can be who you are, but you have to mature with the responsibilities that you're given, you know?
Right. So and the next one, it's going to be, Hiccup doing his taxes. His Viking taxes.
He has to pay like a property tax on Toothless.
Yeah. Yeah, we have to get another dependent here.
Oh my god. Gonna have to get another dragon.
Yeah.
Marry them so that he pays less in taxes. Anyway, the point is I mean, I think the greatness of this movie from a movie perspective was how it really made you feel the expanses of their universe. Because it did such a great job of creating a universe in which these characters lived.
Right. I agree. So, one last question.
Okay.
What would you want from a third movie?
I don't know. Do you know if it's in production already? Because I have not heard anything about it being...
Well, I know they have a TV show. I don't know if the TV show is still there or not.
Right.
And it's on, like, Nickelodeon or something.
Yeah.
That being said, I don't know if I would want a third one. Like, he's already, what would you say, late teens?
Yeah.
So would this one be in, like, in his 30s?
I mean, he was growing facial hair in this movie.
Yeah, that's why I said late teens.
The animation was so good.
Yeah, let's take a second on that before we get into the third movie.
That
may or may not exist.
It's bound to come. Yeah,
it was pretty not only for its animation quality, but I think because of the art direction.
Yes, definitely. And you saw that really well in the end credits when they had all of the concept art, and it looked exactly like the movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
I want to see a movie that's just like a painting. I want to see a painting movie. It doesn't even move. It's literally a movie like a painting. It's a painting that you stare at for an hour and a half. And the story is whatever your mind wants it to be. Now that's art.
Wow. But yeah, I mean, I totally agree. And that was one of the moments when I loved the movie the most, when he was flying around and doing all the crazy things that he was doing. That was awesome. That was so cool.
So what did they do with the third one? Did they do what they did with Shrek, which was make something terrible?
I hope not.
Do they do what else? What other thing they did with Shrek, which was go back in time? Do they find like a time-space continuum?
I really doubt it. But I mean, how else would you expand on the How to Train Your Dragon story? Because you have to be really careful, because they're treading on really thin lines and on tough ground here, to reap and sow, because the first movie for How to Train Your Dragon was phenomenal. This second one was really great. It wasn't as good as the first one, but it was really great. And I mean, if they get a third one and it's fantastic, they knock it out of the park. But there's a big chance that they won't, because the same thing sort of happened with Shrek, didn't it? The first one was great. The second one was awesome. It was fantastic, and I think it was better than the first one.
And the third one was terrible.
Not good. It was not good at all. So they really have to... I don't know. It's just I'm sort of full of apprehension, because this series has the ability to end on a really great high note. But the question is, where is it going to go? And the answer is, I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, where do you think it'll go apart from taxes?
I would say let Hiccup have kids and focus on the kids. I mean, it's almost cliche to say that, but you can maybe think of a really unique story around that.
Dude, that is the same thing that happened in Shrek.
Yeah, but they didn't focus on the kids. I say focus on the kids.
I mean,
but I mean, like, what you could do, I mean, Toothless still hasn't found anybody else of his own race. That's a whole movie by itself.
Actually, I could see that. Yeah, that would be a great movie, because I was thinking...
I mean, it's totally stupid and cliche, but I mean, that is the obvious direction for it to go.
What if Toothless actually finds someone of his own race, and they have baby dragons, and instead of being Hiccup's children, they're Toothless's children, and it's, the bond between Hiccup and Toothless sort of being frayed and getting pulled apart, because now Toothless is growing up and has his own responsibilities, and he's passing through the same things that Hiccup went through.
We're done.
We're done.
Yeah. Written itself. It wrote itself.
Put a bow on it. Put a bow on it. Send it to DreamWorks. We just wrote How to Train Your Dragon 3. Right here, right now. You heard it first, people, on PostGrad.
But and the tagline would be How to Train Your Dragon, How the Dragons Trained Us.
Oh my god!
Call it DreamWorks for a reason, people.
No, it's not. It's How to Train Your Dragon, How to Train Your Dragon 2, and then the third one will be How to Train Your Dragons, plural.
Please stop. That's what it should have been this time, but there was only one dragon again.
Right.
Now, I guess it could have been dragons.
Oh, and I am not going to go into it that much, but I just want to say, for anyone of you that is listening that is interested in biology, this movie had me drooling in certain moments, because it was so absolutely wonderful. And I don't know if the cognitive gamer heard me or not, but there were a couple times, I think when, you tried to poke me or something, and I went, shh, not now. I'm taking it all in. I'm absorbing it because the behaviors were fantastic. They were awesome. So yeah, tons of mixtures of stuff. You had whales, you had lizards. Oh my god, that scene when the first scene when they were talking, Hiccup and his girlfriend, and in the back they were doing displays that lizards usually do. Oh my god. Sorry. It was too much.
Hey, guess what? Dragons and lizards.
They would be related to lizards, so.
So they'd be related to birds, like the dinosaurs.
No, they would not. I don't think so. Unless they would evolve as some sort of a.
Why, they're pterodactyls that blow fire.
That doesn't matter. Pterodactyls are a completely separate lineage. They did not turn into birds. Theropods turned into birds. They turned into nothing. They went extinct.
Well, then dragons went extinct.
Did you ever see Dragons: A Fantasy Made Real on Animal Planet? That was a great little
nerd alert.
I'm sorry. That's my biologist coming out. It was awesome.
I bet MC Chris did a rap about this.
Oh my god. Okay, anyway. Let's put a bow on it. Do you think that this movie is worth going to theaters?
Meh. Yeah.
I think it is, if only for the expanses. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you this. Do you have a date? It's a great date movie.
Oh yeah, it is.
She loved the first one.
Yeah, it is.
You might show your sensitive side. You might tear up a little bit.
Oh my god, yes. Okay,
women love that.
Wait, spoilers. Let's go into spoilers really quick.
No.
That scene though.
I know.
It was too
much. I know. That was that hurt.
My heartstrings. Oh. There were because in the beginning it's all fun and games, and then it starts getting kind of powerful, and then all of a sudden it's just punches to your gut and emotion at the end, and it's too much. It's too much.
I guess this movie dicks out of dicks.
Right. Well, I think this movie is at the very least a 90%. I would honestly put it at probably a 93%, I'd say.
Really?
Yeah. I really
85, 87.
Really? Not a 90?
Yeah.
Come on.
No.
The original movie was like a 98.
First one was like a 90.
What?
Yeah.
What?
It's no gravity. Let's move on to the Netflix movie Spotlight. Not sponsored by Netflix yet. We watched.
Go on.
Pitbull. The story.
So the point is, okay, we have a little something to talk about between us and the audience. So
can we? I don't want to talk about it.
So instead of having the Netflix movie Spotlight, we were actually supposed to have the pre-screening talk about The Giver, and we actually went down to the movie theater to watch the pre-screening. Mm-hmm. But as it turns out, and through no fault of our own, the company that booked the theater to show The Giver in, they booked a theater approximately half the size that they were supposed to book it.
No.
Yeah, that's what happened.
The theater gave them a room half the size of what they booked.
Oh, okay. So it was the other way around. Oh, man. Yeah. So yeah, the theater gave them a room half the size of what they were supposed to book, so they basically had to turn away half of the people that had already RSVP'd and everything like that, and we were a group of those people. So sadly, we were not able to see the pre-screening of The Giver, which is really sad because I was really looking forward to it.
But what we can say, it was a piece of shit and you shouldn't see it, and Jeff Bridges is a fat sack.
Basically, the entire time we were calling Jeff Bridges a fat sack while we were in line because for some reason we found it funny at the moment.
We were really tired. I was really tired.
You were really tired, and I think that definitely had to do with it. But
Fat Bridges is a fat sack.
So the point is, we want to say we're sorry and we're insanely disappointed.
You.
We are disappointed in the fact
company
we missed The Giver just because of a stupid booking thing that happened.
I would totally go to another movie if you invited me that is not yet out again, but fuck you.
We drove, how much was it? We drove 2 hours to go to that pre-screening, didn't we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was definitely interesting, and it was sad because they gave us complimentary tickets, but we couldn't go that day because we were all doing a bunch of other stuff, and the person would not give us tickets any other day. They were just kind of mean overall. Not the people from the Giver screening, the people from that company or whatever it was, they were fine.
But the people in the theater were just seemed like it was a burden or something.
Yeah, the people in the theater were just not having any of it, and it was kind of upsetting. I don't know. The experience was...
They don't get paid enough to care, though, so...
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was great because when you asked for the tickets on another day, the manager just basically flipped you the bird.
I think he felt bad.
Did he? Because it didn't come through his voice. He just really didn't care. He was like, sorry, I can't help you. It's not like I'm the manager. It's okay. I might be a little bit bitter.
So the Giver, how many?
So the Giver gets 3 penises.
Nice.
3 penises out of 15. So
wow, that's... Why don't we just do division there? What is that? 3, 4. That's 5. So 1 out of 5. It's pretty bad.
It is. It is pretty bad. It is a small number of penises. But anyway, the point is, we are moving forward. We are skipping right through.
You take them out one at a time.
Wow.
Individually.
Go on.
Go for it.
Just go ahead. Yeah, we're gonna make this entire podcast just penis jokes. Is that what's gonna happen?
Hold on. There's somebody has to only get it. Oh, it's a Louis C.K. ripoff joke. All right.
I was about to say.
Thank you for coming. A little late. Already did it. Talk to you soon.
I was about to say that really sounds almost plagiarism of the suck a bag of dicks joke that he did in his...
What? He didn't do that joke.
Did he not? Anyway, we are moving straight on to the next section, which, as all of you should know, is the new to DVD and Blu-ray and theaters this week. New to DVD and Blu-ray, we have Enemy, Blood Ties, Repentance, Elaine, Stritch, Shoot Me, Wolf Creek 2, Rob the Mob. And in theaters, we have...
Rob the Mob.
Correct. And in theaters, we have Transformers, Age of Extinction. We have Begin Again, and from Begin Again down, these are all in limited release. Snowpiercer, They Came Together. Whitey, United States of America v. James J. Bulger. The Internet's Own Boy, The Story of Aaron Swartz, which is a very interesting documentary that I hope is good, actually. I really do. And Yves St. Laurent. So those are the movies that are coming out. I am going to be seeing Transformers Age of Extinction because I like pain and I'm a masochist. And actually,
I'll figure what I do.
Would you like to know what score Transformers Age of Extinction currently has? Don't
24.
Look it up. No, lower.
What?
Come on.
14.
Oh, you're so close.
13.
Yes.
Ooh.
On Rotten Tomatoes, it has a 13%. And do you know what the top critic score is as of right now?
9.
Lower.
What?
It's an 8. It is an 8. 13% with an 8 top critic score.
How is that possible?
I'm going to love this movie.
I don't know if I want to spend money on this. It has an 8%.
It has an 8% top critic score. I could not believe it. That is, honestly, that is the last Airbender. Well,
yeah, that's really bad. I mean, granted, there's dinosaurs in it.
There are dinosaurs in it.
And Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
Is this going to be the lowest rated movie that makes the most amount of money?
I
really hope nobody sees this movie. But then again, I love Mark Wahlberg. So
you have your Mark Wahlberg voice, don't you?
What's that?
You don't have a Mark Wahlberg voice? You've done that before, haven't you? The Mark Wahlberg.
Hey, I'm Mark Wahlberg.
That was
I was in a movie with a talking teddy bear and The Rock. 2 different movies.
That was basically...
I was once a DJ in the 90s. I'm Mark Wahlberg.
That was just your voice intermixed with I'm Mark Wahlberg. I hope you realize that was no Mark Wahlberg. That was just you.
Here's another impression.
You're gonna do...
Okay? All right?
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, I'm Sean Penn. I was in that one movie recently with Ben Stiller. Let me do Ben Stiller. Hey, I'm Ben Stiller. I was in that one movie recently with Sean Penn. Hey, I'm Sean Penn. That's pretty cool, Ben Stiller, that you were in the movie that I was also in. Hey, that's cool, Sean Penn. I'm Ben Stiller.
Oh my god. That has to rank as some of the best voice acting I've ever heard in my life.
You have to guess who I'm doing. You ready?
Oh my god, no, I'm not ready.
Hey, you talking to me? Are you talking to me?
Seinfeld.
Yes, perfect.
Yes. Awesome. I was going to go for Angelina Jolie, but I thought Seinfeld is more reasonable.
What's the deal with these airline peanuts?
So I think
Are you talking to me?
I think you just beat
all
of your other accents right now. This has been the best accent you have ever done in your entire life. And after this moment, I hope you realize that no accent will ever come near this that you have just done. The combination Mark Wahlberg, Ben Stiller, and Sean Penn accent.
It's the same person. It's all the same person.
Oh my god.
That's the trick. The trick is to not change your voice at all.
At all. Just at all. Okay.
Not even a little bit.
Okay. So anyway, point is...
I'm Goldberg. What are you going to do about it? Wop wop a do.
Point is, I'm gonna watch Transformers probably because I mean I doubt that Snowpiercer is the only one that I would want to see, and I doubt that it's gonna be out here in Puerto Rico. So
it's in that movie. I could bet I could do an impression of them.
No, you're not. We are barreling on into news. So in news we have.
Oh, who's it? Wait, hold on. Somebody's at the door.
Oh my god! Wait.
Yes.
Oh no! Wait. What's that? Someone's at the door. Wait. Oh. Hello, repetitive joke. How are you? Get out. Oh man. That guy's really annoying. Isn't a cognitive gamer.
Trying to make a point. Cool guy.
Are you trying to make a point?
When something makes the same joke 8 times, it's not funny. Well, hold on. I have Sean Penn at the door. Hey, Sean Penn. Hey, it's me, Sean Penn. What are you doing? Nothing much. It's me, Cognitive Gamer. I'm doing good. Bye, Sean Penn.
News.
Hey, see you later. I'm Sean Penn. What's on the news? What's on the agenda?
Pacific Rim 2.
Oh!
Yep.
And more kaiju.
Pacific Rim 2 has a date set, 2017. So it'll be directed by Guillermo del Toro, as usual. And it's basically got everybody coming back. All the producers, I believe the writer as well. Zach Penn.
Does the sword make an appearance at the beginning or the end of the movie? Exactly.
Dude, It doesn't even matter because that movie was so good.
It was pretty great.
I love the fact that me and your dad went to watch it and it was such a bro movie. The entire time we were like, yeah, beat him up. Oh, it was so good. Anyway, I'm kind of excited for Pacific Rim 2, but I just don't know if it can live up to the first one. You know what I mean?
You literally can't even. But you can even because it's number 2.
Exactly. All right. Yeah. Next bit of news is the fact that Looking for Alaska is starting production pretty soon. Yep.
Oh my god.
It'll be directed by Sarah Polley and also written by her. So, I mean, interesting, I guess. If I'm not mistaken, she was in Dawn of the Dead as an actress, and she wrote a documentary called Stories We Tell. I don't know how it'll go, but we'll see.
Well, Former Stars was a huge hit, so why not, right?
Yeah, but I mean,
let that John Green machine bring more green. You know what I mean?
Wow. The point, the interesting part,
Hey, I'm Tupac.
Oh my god. The interesting part about this is the fact that Paramount actually had the rights to make a movie from Looking for Alaska, so they had bought the rights from John Green, and they had those rights since 2005. And now when they saw that The Fault in Our Stars got so much attention, now they actually decided to move forward. So who knows when we'll get this? It'll probably be in like late 2015, early 2016, probably. I think if they move fast enough. So it'll be interesting. Anyway, next bit of news is Scoot McNairy is joining the enormous group that is now going to be in Batman v Superman. Actually, let me read off those people right now. So you have Zack Snyder, obviously. You have Henry Cavill. You have Ben Affleck. You have Gal Gadot. You have Amy Adams, Lawrence Fishburne, Diane Lane, Jesse Eisenberg, Jeremy Irons, Holly Hunter, all of that stuff. And it is supposedly coming out in May 6th, 2016. But if I'm not mistaken, this is one of the movies that was like battling it out with the Marvel stuff. So it may or may not change. I mean, we'll see. But it's definitely really interesting. And Scoot McNairy, they're not saying what he's going to play. It might be Aquaman. If it is, I'm interested.
Is that the guy from Game of Thrones?
He is actually the guy from Argo. He was in 12 Years a Slave. He was the main dude in Monsters. He was the guy in Monsters because there was the guy and the girl.
I think the guy that was announced for Aquaman.
Right.
Excuse me. The person announced to play Aquaman was the tribal dude from Game of Thrones.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the one.
Yeah, the guy that
has the dragon eggs initially.
Khal Drogo.
Yeah, totally. Right. That guy I heard was announced for Aquaman.
That is an interesting choice for Aquaman.
Why? He's big, buff, and looks exotic. It's perfect.
Yeah, I mean, wasn't Aquaman a blonde or a redhead?
That was like in the 60s. Aquaman sucks as it is. Why not try to make him cool?
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. Yeah. But anyway, point is, terrible. We don't know who Scoot McNairy is going to be playing. They are keeping their lips.
Is his name in the movie Scoot?
Yeah, his name's
That's Scoot. A terrible name. Who names their kid Scoot? That has to be a nickname, right?
Who names their kid Blanket? I mean, come on.
Insane people, right? Exactly.
Yes. Anyway, we also have 2 trailers. First trailer is for a movie that premiered in Cannes, if I'm not mistaken, in the film festival. It is called Life After Beth, and it has a ton of really recognizable actors, but it is an indie affair. So if you would please click that link, Cog Games.
Yep, that looks awesome.
Doesn't it look awesome?
Yeah.
If that comes and it's something bigger than a limited release, and it actually makes it to Puerto Rico, I would love to watch that movie.
Maybe it'll premiere on Vimeo.
Maybe it will premiere on Vimeo.
It probably won't premiere on Vimeo.
That would be so cool, though. It would just be like $5 or something like that.
Yeah. That movie looks great. I love Aubrey Plaza. She's usually great in indie movies.
Yep, I love
Green Goblin guy is cool. John C. Reilly is amazing.
And it looks funny. It looks like an interesting little twist. It is a zombie movie, by the way, called Life After Beth.
And right, we should probably... Life After Beth is a movie that's about zombies, but twist... There's only one zombie, and it's Aubrey Plaza, and it's about her picking up a relationship with her living boyfriend.
Yeah, and she slowly spirals into zombiness.
Think it a reverse.
Warm Bodies.
Exactly.
Yep. And actually, as always, the link for that trailer is in the description. So remember
you should also like our Facebook page.
Well, we'll do that. We'll do that later. Anyway, the next link, click it if you will.
So we just watched a propaganda trailer.
Yes.
For Mockingjay, the 3rd movie in the Hunger Games trilogy.
Yep. And they've been doing that a lot. They've been doing a lot of propaganda style trailers and posters, which is really cool. I really enjoy when the trailers and posters live in the movie and live in that universe, which is why I particularly liked the trailers for District 9 and all of the posters. And this is obviously one of them, and I enjoyed the fact that PETA was sitting right next to President Snow.
Well, you read the books, right?
Yeah. But yeah, it was really cool, and this is kind of making me excited because it looks gorgeous, and I actually watched it in 4K, so that was extra awesome. But yeah.
Well, it's going to be broken up in 2 parts.
Yes, it is.
Which I'm a little bummed about.
Really?
Because where would it end? Where is this movie going to end, do you think?
I actually don't know.
Spoilers if you haven't read the books.
I actually don't know where they're going to end. Where do you think they're going to end?
I don't even know. Maybe when they save... Do they save PETA at the very end of the book?
I actually don't remember.
In the middle of the book?
I don't remember where they save him.
Or maybe they just catch him and they don't tell you. Well, whenever they catch PETA or rescue PETA, I think that would be a perfect way to end the movie. That's kind of a cliffhanger.
Right.
Because she's like in love with the other guy.
Yeah.
Who I can't remember. He has a normal name. And, he's just going to show up. And they're going to be like, oh, and it's going to say, to be continued.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it'll definitely be interesting to see where they decide to take it. I'm interested in seeing that because this this movie gets really dark. So, or at
Yeah,
least
it does.
this book got
Man,
really
I can't wait for part 2.
So
that's gonna be insane.
So yeah, it'll be insane. It'll be awesome. And with that, we are done. So thank you all for joining us for this short episode of PostGrad Movies, and for really awful and repetitive jokes that we had going on this week, and a lot of dick stuff. So again,
Wait, somebody's at the door.
Per usual.
Oh, it's the end of the podcast? Awesome.
As per usual, if you want to contact us, give us Netflix movies, all that stuff, correct the way that I said anyone's names because you like doing that. Or, anything else that you might want to do, complaints, critiques, all of that stuff, anything that you want to send us, hate mail, we love hate mail, anything that you want to send us, you send it over to postgradentertainment@gmail.com all together, or you can visit our Facebook page, facebook.com/postgradent, or Postgrad Entertainment on Facebook, just in the search bar. You can also check us out on YouTube, where we have the older versions of the podcasts that are no longer on Podomatic, and in the description you can actually click and skip over our inane babbling to get to the point that you want to hear. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at TheRightPad and him at Cognitive Gamer. Anything else?
Dicks out of dicks.
No, we're not doing hashtag this episode, especially if it involves penises. I don't think that should be a thing. We are
both tweet at me. I expect an amazing dick tag.
A dick tag.
Hashtag for dicks.
Wow.
Bye.